right, guys, another year, 2024. Red Fox, well, fur bearer opener in the books with Alexander Junda and the boys up here in Pennsylvania. What do you have to say about this Fox season opener?
It's cold. It's cold. It's a new one.
That's it, it's cold.
The thing in the sky was no more.
Yeah, so this year was a week later than last year.
Yep.
So last year started early in October 22nd. This year obviously was October 26th.
Yep.
So it was a little bit a week later. We had a full moon, what would normally be opener.
When you would have been here.
Yeah, but it got pushed back. So we had a good moon, we had good weather. We did have a little warm up in the middle of the week, which kind of made them get on their feet a little later. But as a whole, we had some success. Here you see we got two of them hanging up behind us. We had a little bit of success. This year definitely was one for the record books, if you would. How many did you call in?
Called in?
Yeah.
Oh, we were in the 140s, 150 probably.
Yeah.
We seen Fox called in, yeah.
Seen. So we ended up running total 66 reds, 6 grays.
Nope. 4 grays.
6 grays.
Was it 6?
6.
No, your post was wrong on Facebook.
No, 66 and 6.
You put 4 grays.
I put 4 coyotes.
Oh.
And 2 raccoons.
Is that what you put?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Final tally.
So how many Fox total?
72.
72.
72 total Fox. Yeah, 'cause we killed 4 with Howie.
Yep.
And then we killed single.
Killed 5 with Howie.
We killed 4. We had red. Stay focused.
I don't know why you gotta split them up. Fox is a fox is a fox.
We killed 72 Fox.
There you go.
Anyway. So it was beyond anything we've ever done before. I believe last year was 24, but we've always fought rain, fog, moon, wind.
Hot.
There's always something we fought, and this year was different. And you know, you had a conversation with a biologist up here about, you know, can you affect the fox numbers by shooting too many? And what was his response to that?
His response is, if you're looking to control their numbers, yes, in a specific season you can control numbers. But come the breeding season the following year, he told me that the more we kill, the more we'll repopulate the following season, because bigger litters and the mother and father will try and do everything in their power to make sure every puppy survives that season. And I really think that's what we've seen this year.
There's a lot of fox. Tell us a little bit about, as you know, Junda, it's no secret, you've been a Fox Pro guy. What is, when it comes to calls and or sounds, I mean, what really is the secret? Yeah, you know, everybody thinks there's a secret to this, and we talk about it every year, and it's something we go over, but in reality, there are no secrets.
Nope. We didn't do, what did we do fancy? Nothing fancy.
Nothing. Every sound that was played besides 2. Yep. When we were in gray fox country, yep, you used a gray fox sound that's not on the Fox Pro.
Yep.
And then you used one other rabbit sound that doesn't come stock on the Fox Pro. Everything else is stock sound, guys. When everybody asks, what are you guys doing special? It's nothing special. It's just knowing, you know, Dustin Williams is a very good coyote caller. Right?
Sound frequencies, high, low. You got to be able to read your quarry too. I mean, that's the biggest thing. That's
100%.
Like when we took a buddy out last night. You know, never went out before. We Deutsch. He always wanted to see how it was done. Got his fur taker's license, and he had 2 misses on 2 different fox. And I think just because of rushing, and he's like, oh, I thought they were leaving. It's all about reading them over time, and you can just know body language. I said both of them, you probably would have been completely fine. You had no rush. We were working them, and that's with them. You know, they pop out in the field and guys get all, you know, oh, the time is now. No, you'll know when the time is now.
If they're coming, they're coming. If they're not, they're not.
Yep.
If they're trying to get your wind,
you'll know.
That is going to be the #1 thing, is don't let them get downwind. Yep. Because they will bust you. And we had that happen. I mean, you're going to have stands where it happens.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
You know, grays particularly like thick. That's why we go to the mountains. They're going to be in thicker brush. don't be scared to jump in thick stuff. Grab the old shotgun and
throw a headlamp on your head and get to it.
Get in the thick stuff, and you'll kill some gray. If you have grays, you got to get in the thick stuff. They like being in the brush. Reds, just be consistent. Find what works and be consistent. If they don't come, that doesn't mean they're not there, and that doesn't mean you're not going to call them the next time you call that spot. You know, we called one farm, twice 3 times.
Oh yeah.
We called it 3 times this week.
Yep. Killed every time.
No, we didn't kill. We didn't kill the second time.
Because you clicked on them.
I clicked on them. Should have killed. I didn't. The stand prior to that was when I killed a gray, and I had I never re-racked around, and when the fox came in, you know, I'm on it, freaking doing the deed. I mean, this thing's doing exactly what you want it to do. Coming running in, I'm on it, click. The fox heard the click, and they don't stick around after that very often. So you get some that do. Our buddy Doug, for example, he got 3 chances. Yep. That doesn't happen often. But
I got to re-rack on one 3 times.
Well, that one with Dane, once again I didn't rack my round when we got out, and she heard me click too, and then she wanted to get wind, and I made a heck of a shot on
his hero shot of the week, people.
So anyway, long story short, I made a running shot on a fox, and I've never taken a running shot like that before. So it was it's not something I try to do because we want to be successful, and the fox is there. It'll be there next time. You know, Junda's not going to just stop hunting. I mean, this is 10 days into season. There's 3 months to go, 3.5 months to go. So he's got a long time, and to hit 72 when the most he's ever even killed in the season right now is what, 126 as far as fox is concerned, you know, is amazing. We did hear a lot of more coyotes this year, seen a lot more coyotes. There was situations where we should have had more coyotes. I missed one at a poke. We should have had a double on him on that one. I just misjudged the distance, didn't aim high enough. Shooting a 75 grain bullet, he was out past 250, and I should have held over his back, and I did.
That heavier bullet just...
Especially because he was uphill. But you know what? That's a coyote that he can call in later on down the road, and they're there. That's not the first time we've seen a coyote there. They live there.
That's 2 years in a row on that stand.
It's a good coyote
We
stand.
walked out with one, though.
We did. Junda shot one in the chest, and 150 yards, game over. Guys, this has just been an unreal 10 days. Yet I'm not going home well rested, but I am going home knowing that we gave it everything we had this week, and we didn't push it. You know, one thing we learned during last year was kill one, and the night's made. You know, you go out there and we could have drove around and made stand after stand after stand, but when it's not clicking, just call it. You know, there's always another night, and that's what we try to do. This year, you just got lucky. You know, we never killed on the first stand. Not one time.
One time.
Not one stand
Not
we made.
one.
Not one night we never killed on a first stand ever. Second stand we did, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. But when you start hitting that lull and you know they're not moving anymore, that's when you just got to say, you know what? We'll try again tomorrow. Don't push yourself, but at the same time, have fun. You know, we ran red lights. I had IR, and Junda was running IR with our Ronins. But every single stand, we scan with red lights, and it was kind of cool to be able to share that this week with one of the security cameras going off on one of the places we hunted. We hunted right behind their shop, and they had a security camera that was literally videoing us scanning, which is cool to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you get accused of running thermal scanners, which you're not against guys who run thermal scanners. It's just not what you do.
Nope.
That's it. I'll be honest, man. To be able to see in some of the areas we hunt how tight it is, even if you were running thermal, it's not going to make you more successful than what you already are. Just in seeing animals and having animals run in. So I've told guys this for years, and I've said, and I'll continue to say it. He will pick up an animal faster with his headlamp coming through the brush than anybody out there will with a thermal. And I don't care what anybody says. He will do it. If it's there now, does that mean it's going to come out into the field? No, but he'll know it's there. I'm just saying, I've watched him hunt West Texas. I've watched him hunt with me, hunting up here, hunting north, south. I don't care where we've hunted. He always is going to get on one faster than anybody running a thermal. Now, does thermal have its place in this world? Yes. Obviously, there's guys out there that are killing with it and they do their thing. It's not what I come up here for. It's not what you do it for.
Nope.
We do it for the challenge. We do it for the eyes. You know, you're not running the headlamp on full power, but when you see that eye pop at 400 or 500, shoot, we called one in from 800 yards away, the excitement starts to build watching this animal work in, and you can watch it. You can, you know, you learn. You're learning the animal, you know, and I had a buddy say that, you know, he said that's why he switched to thermal on coyotes, is because he can see the body language when he changes sounds. What are they doing? And I get it. You know, with lights, you're just seeing it bounce around side to side at distance.
I disagree. I mean, I've been doing it long enough now. You can tell demeanor of even their eyes when they're coming in.
If they're like yours,
you can see the head cock.
Right. So your coyote that we called in stopped, sat on its butt.
Yep.
Obviously, that was a 150-yard poke, and you made it happen.
Nothing for the old Nas.
Nothing. So something else that we haven't touched on yet is we ran some new product. Okay. Here we have the Hyperion 40, which is what we call the mini cannon. And we got the Hyperion 66. These are the two different lights I brought up with me. We also are going to have the Hyperion 50. As far as IR is concerned, guys, this thing right here is insane. All right, this right here is your 66 now with a turbo 850. These will only be available in 850 IR, 940 IR, red, green, white.
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple. There's no turbos. There's no nothing. It's just 850 IR, 940 IR, red, green, white. They are interchangeable heads. That head slides off. That's why the bodies are the same. Also, the bezels are interchangeable. Okay. I will say that sucker right there, definitely. So in the past, I've ran my Coyote cannon.
Yep.
And you've ran your 66, and you know there wasn't at short range or long range. Well, longer range, obviously, I could see better.
Right.
But when you turned that on this year compared to the Coyote cannon, because this has a bigger flood beam than the Coyote cannon, it was just so much more bright, in my opinion. I mean, it was like...
even the 66 in red on my 17, when I turned it on the first night, I was like, whoa, crisp.
And that was, and that's part of it. You know, it's we're always trying to innovate, bigger, badder, better. This is a whole new design, guys, so this is not going to be interchangeable with the LRXs. We still have the LRXs. We're still going to be selling the 30 LRX, so we're still going to offer 18650 batteries. We're still going to have the LED modules for all the old lineup, but this is the first time we're coming out with a new lineup in the last 13 years. So it's going to have their own LED design. They got 21700 batteries, new tail cap design with the built-in battery indicator that tells you the light is on, which is cool.
Which is awesome for you guys running night vision.
Running night vision, IR, you're going to be able to know when it's on just by looking at the back of the tail cap. It's got a straight slide, which you can't see on the side, but it just slides straight. There's no more twisting. We wanted to get away from that years ago, and we didn't know if we were going to be able to make it happen. And Rob made it happen. Yeah. So we will be releasing these when I get home. This video will obviously be playing about the time we release them. So
absolutely.
But this whole week I have not stopped from sharing pictures with these lights.
There was a couple. Was there one?
One guy noticed the mini cannon, as he called it. But I posted every time. We killed with these lights. This is what we killed with. We did have Howie shoot with 66, or we shot off the headlamp. You know, a lot of these red light kills are just with the headlamps. People don't understand that when I'm running the Ronin in day mode, I'm able to see good enough by the time they get it within that 100 yards to just run off the headlamp, so I don't have to turn the light on. But I did. This time I wanted to show we're scanning with red, so I'd start in red. And I would flip over to IR and then switch back. And when I shot, and I'd switch back if I wanted to. So I just wanted to show that, guys, you can scan with red and shoot with night vision, or you can scan with red and shoot with red. A lot of people have the misconception that you have to run thermal. Like, you have to go to it right out the gate, guys, and you don't. Learn animals. And for us, it's the challenge. We've been doing this long enough. It's the excitement and the challenge of killing them with red lights over anything else. Even over night vision. I would have rather shot every
one of them.
But I like shooting my 224. I already had the IR in there, and I was like, you know what? If something steps out of long range and we got to poke one, at least I can focus down and not have to worry about putting enough light in day mode for the scope to pick it up, because it is a digital optic.
And I mean, obviously, that's not our purpose. We don't want to have to poke anything. No. But there's those situations that get downwind, maybe educated. I mean,
you shot one at 300 the other night, and she was leaving.
She was in the field already. We drove in, we set up, and I turned the headlamp on, started calling, and she was right there. And I'm like, uh-oh. And she just started going up this side hill. And I said, you know what, boys? She's clear. I'm gonna send it.
and we didn't know it was 300 until we walked it. It was a long dang ways. But anyway, excellent year. I can't be more thankful for all the guys that wanted to hunt with us, wanted to come out. You know, Alexander just freaking keeping me up all hours of the night. He says he does it for me, but I think he does it for him and seeing if I'm going to keep going. But this is one of the best trips of my year. You know, this is what I use my, I guess, quote unquote vacation is to come up here, shoot red fox, gray fox, and hang out with my friends. You know, over the years, we have built a bond up here that's different than what I have even in Texas, you know, and it's going to show when everybody shows up to the wedding, when you're like, holy crap, all the PA boys showed up.
He's getting married, people.
April. So, but anyway, you know, we don't want to drag this on. Is there anything else you wanted to add to this that we haven't covered?
There's no words. There's nothing else to be said.
Yeah,
he has people. He has more video than we know what to do with. You guys are gonna get some really just badass content coming your way. I mean,
there was some quick shots where you said kill it, and I might have not been fully focused on some, but I did get a lot of good shots. There's a lot of good videos in there, and you guys you're gonna see some with night vision, red light. You're gonna see a little bit of everything, and the main reason for the guys, I really want to show off the power of this guy. Rob thinks this is gonna be our new number oneer. You know, just because the 40. Lightweight, smaller, and it is, the power-wise is almost, I mean, it's the equivalent of the 66.
Yeah.
I mean, now. So you're only going to know what the 50, and then you're going to have the Hyperion 66, which is going to be your coyote cannon, basically. Just in a smaller body. You're 8 ounces lighter, so you got a lighter setup, but it's going to be interchangeable, obviously, with the 50 and the 40, so you're having a more versatile light than the coyote cannon,
Correct.
Which is just the coyote cannon. So it's just another evolution for us. I'm thankful to have a guy like Alexander who's been there for me since I met him back in 2018. He's always up here showing you guys how well the lights work. He comes to Texas and hunts with me. And people, you know, a lot of guys say, man, why don't you come hunting with me? Why don't you do this? This is like our thing. It's a tradition now. So it's not that I don't want to hunt.
It's not even about, at this point, guys, it's not even about the hunting. I mean, we hunt, but we have, it's so much bigger than that between all the guys that he's met now up here out of my group. I mean, family dinners and hanging out. I mean, that's what makes this week so badass.
Yep.
It's just the people we get to.
I get to see all the guys that kill their bucks. You know, we had Groove just pulled in.
We got one in the bed of a truck right now. We can't wait to go check out in a second.
So it's just the camaraderie and the friendship up here. It's different than, I'm from the north. You know, I live in the south. I'm from the north, and the people in the north. And it takes nothing away. I got some great friends in the south, but it takes away the difference. It's a
tight niche.
It is. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoy these kill videos. I'm going to share a whole reel in this video of some of the kills from this week. And guys, I hope, like I said, it's another season, another feather in the cap, another record, another epic trip. I mean, we've done some epic shit together. Let's be real. You know, there's a lot of things that
it's been a pleasure.
There's a lot of things that we get to do, and a lot of things that a lot of people don't understand. Like when we're rolling and we got stuff going, we go. It's not like we say, all right, you know what? We said we were just going to do this. No, when it's moving, things are shaking, and it's baking. It's game time. You know what I mean? So we're a different breed when we're together. You know, we've had guys call us and just say, like, hey, dude, why don't you guys do a hunting challenge? There's this hunting challenge. We have one of our really good buddies say, you guys would kill it at this. Trust me. As much as it pains me to not sleep, it's exciting. It's what you live for.
Yeah.
It's the challenge, the excitement, the camaraderie, the everything, all piled into one. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about for us. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, another 2024 season in the books. So
good luck out there, guys. Have fun.
And that's it.
That's it.